There's been a fair amount of instructors, professors, teachers talking about issues dealing with policy and ChatGPT, as well as just AI in general. So one of the things to think about is, what does the policy currently state and how can it be interpreted by students? I've been trying to work with different policymakers, different institutions throughout the world, trying to help them to craft sort of the way to address policy issues dealing with students using AI. One of the things to definitely avoid is to put some sort of terminology saying something like, oh, we want to ban all AI. Students can't use AI to do their classes, to take tests. That won't work simply because AI is all around us. It's in Microsoft Word, it's in Grammarly, it's in Gmail as far as autocomplete. So we have to be precise because this is a policy, so we need to make sure that we have good precision within our language. One of the ways to address this is to make a statement dealing with students aren't allowed to use, let's say, advanced language models, or they can't use essay creation software. Things like that would help to sort of bring it together, but that still doesn't fully address everything, because some instructors might want their students to use this, might want their students to use it in different ways. So that's important as well. I'm going to give you an example here at the university that I work at, what it states, and this is before AI came into existence, but I want you to listen to this language to see how it could be interpreted. It says that, this is within their student code of ethics, the policy here. It says, using or referring to notes, books, devices, or other sources of information during an academic evaluation when such use has been expressly allowed by the faculty member who is conducting the examination. So it specifically says when it has not been expressly allowed, right? So this means that these type of things aren't allowed. So what's not allowed? The referring of notes, books, devices, or other sources of information. So within that would easily fall within aspects such as ChatGPT or an AI. Now this could be made clear by saying to include AI-assisted assistants like ChatGPT, even giving an example of ChatGPT. But this is one way to look at within your own policy at your own university, if you have something like this as far as what qualifies as cheating or academic dishonesty. Because here it specifically says that students aren't allowed to use devices or other sources of information unless they're specifically allowed by the instructor. So this also goes with what I'm trying to push for instructors at universities, is that it should become an aspect of what we do as instructors, that part of what we do is to help our students prepare for the real world outside of the university. And the real world right now is already using AI. So developing this AI literacy, this capability of using AI, is something that's really important. So at times within a course, they should be using AI. They should be using it to assist them, but it should be under the control of the instructor. So the instructor should say, yes, go ahead and use it, or specifically state, hey, for this assignment, for this essay, I'm telling you, I don't want you to use it, or at least don't use it for this part. There should be some very specific things, because AI is going to become even more integrated, and it's going to become even more expected and known that people are using AI. But for certain aspects of what the instructor is trying to assess specifically, then they should be able to state, and that's what this policy does within our university, is they have that power to say, no, don't use it for this. So look at your policies, see what's there at the universities to empower you, because the instructor should be the one making the decisions, but they need to make sure that they inform the students, that they know when they can use it, when they can't, but also with that mindset of, I'm an instructor and I'm preparing these students. So developing their AI literacy is also something that's very important, and that needs to be understood, because one of the big parts of AI literacy is this understanding that we always need to use critical thinking so that we can evaluate what the AI gives us. So if students aren't exposed to that, they don't know how to use AI properly, and they don't know the important step of using critical thinking, then they're going to miss out and not be prepared to actually use it when they leave the university and they get to work where at their job they might be required to use it. They probably will be required to use it because more and more jobs are now using that. So keep that in mind. As an instructor, you should be covered under different policies. You should be the one with control to dictate when it should be used, when it shouldn't be used, but also with the mindset of developing those students with their AI literacy.